Yokosamina, and welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Testing out a couple things. For instance, the last video I did with MP4, and it seemed to hitch a bit. So I switched it back to FLV because I can just upload those directly to YouTube. Hopefully I can also edit them in my editing software, but if I can't, well, we'll find out, because this is a video that might actually need some pretty heavy editing. But either way, we are ready to begin episode 1, The Black Chateau. Spoilers, I have no idea why this episode is called that. There's no... It doesn't... I'll just start it. And as we go through the episode, you will see that there is no chateaus to be seen anywhere, unless the safe house is the chateau. I don't know.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator. Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic. So he gave them what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the clockwork tail feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
Sly Cooper and the gang in The Black Chateau. Whatever that is. Because this episode is all about infiltrating a nightclub. And it has nothing to do with that. I still don't understand it. I will never understand the name of this episode. But it's a good first episode to introduce us to a lot of the new mechanics and just gameplay changes in Sly 2. We've already been introduced to a few. Here's one more. This is ThiefNet, where you can go to buy gadgets and power-ups and stuff. Unfortunately, we can't buy any, and we would really like these two, Trigger Bomb and Smoke Bomb. Fist of Flame is good, especially later on, but right now it's not the most important. Anyway, right now we can only play as Sly, so let's play as Sly. Climbs up this pipe, onto the roof, and...
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job. Hacking
See that
into
glue bottle back there?
Dimitri's satellite
important.
array. The
Keep it
coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your vernacular. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
Yep, I'm actually gonna need both ears. So, a couple of things. One, that is our mission objective. If you look at it in the binocular, it says satellite sabotage.
If you click the L3 button, press the left analog stick, I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
Yes, as Bentley said, click L3 and that'll show you that, as well as how many clue bottles you've gotten in that episode. No longer are we going from level to level to collect these treasure keys and unlock stuff. Now it's more of a, how do I put this? It's not streamlined per se, but I don't know. That's the best verb I can come up with. Streamlined isn't a verb. Either way, This is what happens when you don't record for like a year. Oh, speaking of, you may be wondering
Fascinating. The message you just found
about those clue bottles,
appears to be
I guess.
some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house. In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
Right. So anyway, I am going to continue all of the different series that I started, like Tales of Symphonia, Ori, Threads of Fate, and I think there was a fourth one. I can't remember, but if there was, I'll get to it. But just give me a little bit of time. This is kind of like a warm-up in a way. But I'm also not going to just, you know, be totally bad at this, I hope. But throughout this hub world, yes, hub world, hub level, I guess actually would be a better way to put it, you can find 30 clue bottles scattered around. Normally there'd also be like flashlight guards and stuff on the ground level, but, well, we won't have to deal with that right now. I guess I should explain what I just did there. Oh, crap. So there's a couple of new mechanics in Slide 2, and normally you don't learn about them for a little bit until you get like some tutorial jobs for them, but I will explain them now. First up was what I just did with him, which was pickpocketing. You go up behind a guard, preferably one with a pocket that was shining like his earlier, and you press circle, and when you do that a couple of times, you'll get an item. If a guard's pocket looks like that, and it doesn't have the shine around it, I'll look for another one who does. Well, they'll have an item that you can sell on ThiefNet. I'll show you how that works a bit later, because we'll have to return to the safe house eventually. For now, we're just going to scour the level for the clue bottles. This is a good way, though, to... I recommend doing that before your first job in all but 2 of the levels. That way I can tell you without giving it away. Also, something to note about Slide 2. Okay, well, he didn't react. But the clue bottles shattering like that will actually make noise, so if there's guards near you, you might want to be a little careful about that. You can also sneak under tables now. That's a cool little feature. But it'll let me show off the other thing we can do. Oh, he has a shiny pocket. See? It's got that little golden aura around it. And if I remember correctly, this guard path has 2 guards on it, so I need to be a little quick here. And you press frickin' hell. Okay, so there's an instant kill move that I keep screwing up, but you use triangle to knock someone into the air and then square to kill them. Also, guards don't go down in one hit anymore. Kind of like the fact that we don't either. So. But that is what the instant kill move is there for. So anyway, so to pull that off, you hit triangle and square in quick succession, and you'll knock them up and then slam them into the ground. Keep in mind, that is an instant kill, but it's not a stealth kill, so it'll make a ton of noise and attract all of the guards around you. So, you want to be careful of that. But yeah, man, I feel really scatterbrained right now. When you're going through the level, come on, brain, you got this! I'm not even supposed to be over here. I recommend going through and getting all the bottles first. For one thing, it'll make it easier for me to decide I can show off where all of the bottles are in a single video, so that way if someone's looking for them, you can just go to this one. It'll be titled something like Episode 1 Bottles or something like that. If I call it Episode 1 Bottles and call it Episode 1, that's gonna be the most confusing thing ever. I'll figure out a way to name it later, but this way you can watch this video and find out where all the bottles are. The problem is, you can't do that in 2 of the episodes for reasons that would be spoilery. So just know that for now, episode 1 is fine. So we're gonna go through, get acquainted with the level, and collect all of the bottles. However, the vault is in an interesting location. We won't be seeing that for a little bit. But just know that in a couple of episodes when we do get to that, we have all the bottles and this is where we got them all. Okay? Okay. Oh, that's right. You aren't reintroduced to hook swinging until like episode 4, I think. So that's interesting. There's at least 4 episodes in this game. I'll try not to give away too much more than that, though. Definitely an interesting structure. And in fact, later on we'll have options in terms of what jobs and stuff we want to do when. And that's definitely one of the appeals of this game, in my opinion, is the fact that like, you could technically do that in Sly 1. I was thinking it was a more linear experience, but going back over it, it's definitely not linear, but it's very formulaic, whereas in this game, you could do... I think the number of jobs varies between all the episodes and the different sections of the episode. But I'm gonna call them chapters to mitigate confusion, okay? So this is chapter 1, the Black Chapter. That guy's gonna come over here. Funnily enough, he shouldn't be able to see me back here, but even if he does, I can quick kill him by throwing him in the water, so either way, it should be fine. But they also give a lot more emphasis to stealth. If you noticed, in the first game, you couldn't really sneak up to someone and do something like that, because they all had this, like, certain range where if you... There's one up here, by the way. Don't miss that one. That one's kind of tricky. If you got too close to someone, they would just automatically alert, which is really annoying in levels with like tons of flashlight guards everywhere and you have to like mine hack them all the time. This game, no need to do that, though doing the instant kill, like I said, will make a lot of noise. Flashlight guards are pretty much spread out, though, even in the middle of jobs, which take place... Sometimes they'll take place out here in the hub level. In fact, our first job will be one such case, though we won't get to that until next time. Wasn't there a frog guy? Oh. Nope, but there is a clue bottle over there. Just gonna catch him real quick. Get him out of the way. Smoke bomb costs 300, and we're pretty far from that goal, but... I don't remember if they made that much noise in the first game. I'm pretty sure they're louder in this one. Might have to go back and actually check. But just keep an ear out for the clue bottles, which means I will be doing this a little silently. Hopefully I can edit this out. Do you have anything? Yep, yeah, back! Okay. Oh, there's one right there. It's kind of blending in with the plant there. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a couple on this thing, isn't there? You'd think you could hear it. Oh. I hear one. Also, in the entirety of the level, this is the only place you can ninja spire. So that's a fun fact. Oh, there's the bottle. There we go. But yeah, it's especially best to do this now. I can hear another one, that's why I continue to talk. But, oh, it's up there. Because, once you start that first job, or once you finish it, it'll populate the rooftops with guards, and I think flashlight guards show up, but that might not be until later. So right now, all of the rooftops are free of any kind of guard, and on the floor, ground floor is just, normal guards. I don't know how to classify them, because there's like 2 different types too. They don't really do anything super unique from each other though. The flashlight guards all have projectiles, and to be fair, technically the normal guards do too. Oh, we'll actually have all 30 bottles here in a second. But where was that last one? I remember seeing it. Hold on. I know I heard... No, I saw it. Didn't I? Maybe I was imagining things? I swear I saw the 30th bottle around here somewhere. I must have collected one and then forgot that I did. Losing my mind. Okay. Well, regardless of that. Also, finding the 30th and last bottle is always just annoying. So we'll just... Oh, there it is. Yeah, that was nowhere close to where I was. Yeah. Almost didn't see him down there. I thought his pocket was shining, but that was just about. So, with the collection of this 30th bottle...
Well, that's all the clues.
Ooh.
But we still don't know where the vault is. Keep looking. It's sure to be inside this place somewhere.
I kind of don't want to alert them. Well, with that collection done, that will be all for this episode of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. I'm not gonna remember what I was going to say. That's unfortunate. I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh well, maybe I'll bring it up later. But, join me next... Oh yeah, that's right. We also have a charge attack. Just hold square. It doesn't... It looks flashy as heck, and it's decent AoE, I guess, but it's not that useful, and I always forget it's there. But, yeah, as mentioned, that's all for this episode of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and if you subscribe, ring that little bell for notifications on all my uploads. In the description below are links to my Twitch and Twitter accounts, so be sure to follow those for streaming goodness. And yeah. Soreja mata. Look at him spin his cane. Isn't he cool?